Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for hanging out with me for our gratitude meditation challenge. This is going to be day 8 of our gratitude meditation challenge. And for those of you who are new here, essentially what that entails is at 8:30 Central Time in the morning, come together on this live stream. My alarm. And we meditate together on gratitude. It's really a good way to invite more positive energy into our lives. Okay. The last time we were together meditating, I brought up this need to make gratitude a lifestyle, not just something that you do and you forget about, like this moment. We're going to meditate together, and then we're going to move on. But I encourage everyone to make gratitude a lifestyle, but creating creating a system that allows you to remember to be thankful for all of the things that are that are going well in your life, and for all the things that you're grateful for. So gratitude is more effective when it is a practice, a lifestyle, rather than when it is just something that we do once in a while. Okay? So one of the first ideas that I introduced within that concept was to keep a gratitude journal, which is a journal designed specifically to kind of get you in a habit of jotting down things that are going on in your life and that you're thankful for. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with that, it's a rather simple task. It basically is just 3 things that happen that day that you're thankful for. Now, today I want to introduce another idea, which is about really harnessing the power of your emotions. And this is something that Cancer knows a lot about, which is why I'm so glad that this is Cancer Moon season. Because Cancer Moon is nothing if not emotionally sensitive, emotionally sensible, emotionally intuitive, and emotionally aware. I feel Moon in Cancer as the most emotionally intelligent zodiac sign because they can easily discern what others are experiencing emotionally, and they can easily discern what it is that others need so they can feel more emotionally safe. Okay? Hi, good morning, Venus. So Cancer Moon can easily discern what others are experiencing and easily discern what others are feeling. This is also what makes them excellent at gift giving in general, because it's easy for them to tap into what is it that you need so you can feel safe, so you can feel wanted, so you can feel loved. Cancer, as another of the zodiac, is naturally extremely nurturing, extremely devoted to emotional stability in their environment and within themselves. This is why Cancer Moon people often have friends that they've had for a very long time, since childhood. And if they're not friends from childhood, they're friends that they've had for 20, 30 years. Like these people don't bounce around with friend groups. These also have friend groups. They're very small, very tight, and very controlled. And they do that because, as you know, Cancer is the fastest moving planet. So generally, Cancer is going to have a lot of, emotional volatility because, when you're a Cancer moon, you're constantly emotionally going through all of those zodiac signs every couple of days. So every day or every couple of days, you're transitioning from one emotion to another. Today is like in Cancer. 2 days from now, it's going to be another zodiac sign. So Cancer has a lot of ups and downs with their emotional world. This is what makes them a bit emotionally chaotic. But at the same time, it makes them highly emotionally expressive and highly emotionally aware and highly emotionally I would say the only negative really with Cancer moon is if they're not able to let go of what the others have given them, it kind of clouds their spiritual tool. The spiritual tool is that they're automatically calibrated to receive whatever emotions you're harboring, expressing, or hiding. You know, if you bring them in a room, they can always tell what everybody in that room is feeling and what everybody needs. Unlike Scorpio, this ability to read your emotions isn't necessarily to manipulate or dominate. You know, Scorpio is very obsessed with power. Cancer isn't obsessed with power. Cancer just wants to get along, and Cancer wants to feel good with the people who are close to them. This is why Cancer is also extremely devoted to their family. Cancer men are very close to their mothers, and it's either they're extremely close to their mothers or they have no relationship with them. And even when they have no relationship with their mother, a lot of their identity is wrapped around not being like their mother. So Cancer moon has an intense relationship with their mother because it is a motherly energy. And in their highest state, these are people who are excellent at mothering themselves, regardless of the quality of mothering they receive, you know, from their own mothers. And in their low vibrational state, they're excellent at mothering others and neglecting themselves. So, Cancer moon is here to learn about emotional satisfaction by putting themselves into the driver's seat of that purpose. You know, it's no longer about trying to, they're not here to provide that to others or here to create a priority for themselves that sustains them. They're here to learn how to have your boundaries, to learn when they're being used and to know the difference, and to know how to react accordingly based on the energy other people are giving them. They're here to prioritize their emotional safety and to not betray themselves and to make sure that they're doing things that align with their values. They're here to invest emotionally in themselves so that they have the emotional fortitude needed for the challenges that they face in life. So, with the moon currently being in Cancer, all of us are being called to raise our emotional awareness, raise our, you know, our emotional intelligence, and be a bit more aware of our emotional, you know, be a bit more aware of our emotional vulnerabilities and to make peace with that. You know, as you know, the sun is currently in Capricorn. Capricorn is the father of the zodiac. So unlike Cancer, Capricorn is very good at repressing their emotions, and Cancer is very good at expressing them. This time is about achieving balance between doing the right thing and being when you choose to live your life to make yourself emotionally safe, you're going to piss off a lot of people because people don't like people that cannot manipulate. People don't like people who honor their feelings. People don't like people who prioritize their emotional well-being and mental health. You know, because when you're in that space of honoring your emotions and prioritizing your feelings, that's your focus. So whenever others bring you energies that don't align with that, you have no problems, you know, putting your foot down and clarifying what your expectations are, what your boundaries are, what you really want to do. So when you're in that space, the only people you're going to attract are people who generally love you. Because when you're not interested, these people respect it. When you're not in the mood, these people respect it. When you don't feel good about it, these people respect it. But the people who do not generally love you are the people who don't generally love you are those who don't want you to say no. So basically, in everything they bring to you, they want you to say yes. Because it's not about you, it's about them and what they want to get out of you. So Cancer moon, you know, highest state is very good at self-preservation, self-protection, and they're very good at also giving that same energy to the people close to them. They're very close to their family, and it doesn't have to be the blood family. It can be their family of choice. But whoever they consider their family, they're very loving towards them, they're protective of them, they're excellent at knowing what their family members need before they even say anything to them. They know what everyone in the family is going through, and they know exactly what to do to make everybody feel safer, which is a wonderful thing to have. You know, it's kind of that us got it and some of us didn't. And those of us that didn't, it is now our responsibility to give it to ourselves. As the adults now, we can actually effectively give it to ourselves and we feel safe and feel more comfortable and feel more loved. And so this is really a time for some of that, from the nurturing energy, wearing your wool socks, putting your nice duvet, watching your shows that remind you of childhood, drinking hot chocolate, feeling nostalgic about the past, and enjoying what never was that you wish could have been, and embracing what is and the comfort in the now. That's really the greatest challenge of Cancer is staying present and letting go of the past and being with what is. And yes, life isn't perfect, and every single day is going to spend, but there are lots of things that are going on right now that are good. That are just as it should be. And you want to feel good about that. And you say thank you for that. And you celebrate that. And let those feelings come wash over us and make us feel good. Because the power to make us feel good is within us. And we can't always control the calamities of the world, like the wars and the famines and the poverty and the violence and the hatred. And we control what we have for breakfast, what we have for lunch, what we have for dinner, what we have to serve on, what do we consume, what part of our shoulder emotionally, what energies we allow to see through our skin, what energies we repel, what conversations we have, what conversations we skip. We can curate an emotional experience that is suitable for our specific emotional needs. And that's what this season is about. How do I create and how do I curate an energetic experience that is conducive to my optimal emotional safety? That's what Cancer is about. So Venus, have you been feeling more sensitive or emotional or emotionally vulnerable during this time? I'm curious to know. I started feeling it before this week. So there's just more of a desire to want to stay home, want to be at home, just want to feel cozy. And just feeling safe in that coziness. And wanting more chili. Just wanting to feel warm inside. All that all heart. Well, I'm glad you have. So let's go ahead and transition now to our gratitude meditation. This is day 7, and thank you so much for coming to meditate with me. I appreciate it. Let me read your comment before I start. It's interesting because it's been the holidays, so I've had to be with family and it's been busy, but the last few days it's been mostly at home. Yeah, I think for Cancer, the holidays are so nostalgic for them, and sometimes family can be triggering too. So it's like you love family, but sometimes family is also irritating, and trying to find that balance of like, okay, I feel irritated in this moment. Let me keep this to myself and not make it worse by expressing my irritation or lashing out at you or, exploding in anger. Like, how do I manage this irritation that I'm feeling and still find the joy in this moment with you? Because deep down, I genuinely love you and I want to have a good experience with you in this moment. That is constantly what Cancer is doing with life, because they have this desire to offer this unconditional love to the people that they care about, and it's like oozing out of them and they can't control it. But obviously, because they're human, there are times when people are just irritating, and a lot of times they don't know how to express that negativity or release it, rather. And sometimes it comes out in very, very toxic ways. So it's a fine balance. So you said, absolutely, I love them, but I do need my time alone. Yes. So a good evolved Cancer can love you from afar with that same pure energy, the same way they love you up close. And evolved Cancer has good boundaries. And unevolved Cancer thinks it's their job to control how other people feel, and they devote their entire lives to manipulating others emotionally in the interest of allowing them to have a good life, only to realize that they've been abandoning themselves the whole time. So I'm glad that you're doing that, because Cancer is nothing if not about self-preservation. That's what the crab has, a hard shell. Cancer is literally the only zodiac sign that has this kind of like protective armor, hard shell around it. Nobody else has something of that, like something this tough around them. So when you're very sensitive, you have to know this about yourself, and you have to know that you deserve or require more protection, because you're not going to make it. And that is our primary obligation to ourselves. So let me go now and transition to our meditation.